where you're going to go and what you're going to do when a Category 2, Category 3 starts heading this way. That's what I would do, is prepare as to where you're going to physically go so that you can gather your things together, lock your house down, and leave.
The biggest advice was to heed the evacuation order. And again, along with those preparedness plans, make that plan also. Where are you going to go? Where are you going to stay? Who's going to be there? And so on and so forth.
The reason I stayed and the reason my family stayed here on the island is because we didn't have a hurricane plan. And I would suggest getting a hurricane plan, find out where you're going to go and what you're going to do when a Category 2, Category 3 starts heading this way. That's what I would do, is prepare as to where you're going to physically go so that you can gather your things together, lock your house down, and leave.
We saw her in 04 again. I hate to reference that, but that's the first time in my 26 years that the police actually left the island, because we thought we were going to get, we basically got a direct hit. We issued evacuation orders early. Most of the barrier islands are given the earlier evacuation to get them a little head start because we're a barrier island. But it's so important. You don't want to be on a barrier island during a hurricane. You got storm surge. You know, again, the police, fire, and medics will not be here. You know, we're told to leave at a certain Category 2, so you're going to be on your own.
If a hurricane comes again,
I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'm so out of here. I am. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Do I want another one? No way. There's just way too much at risk. And, you know, your insurance will cover your stuff and your things and your toys, but your health and your life are so important. And we just got really lucky with Charlie because it was fast, it was tight, it didn't create the surge they were protecting. But after seeing Katrina and knowing what surge can do, no way would I stay.
Well, we all saw what Charlie can do, and we were very fortunate that Charlie didn't hit Sanibel directly. You know, Charlie basically took out the city of Punta Gorda. If you look anywhere else, you know, you look at Andrew in '92, it took out a city size of Miami and Homestead. There were no street signs, there were no houses, there were no landmarks or anything. So, you know, again, we look at the severity of the storm and what they're predicting it can be. We all know what predictions can do to us, but anything where the city and us as officials have advised people to either do a voluntary evacuation or a mandatory evacuation, your best bet is to follow that order. And for those of you that, for those that want to stay here, that's their choice. But I would strongly advise against it because of the devastation that can happen. You know, we were very fortunate. We did lose all the Australian pines on Periwinkle, and there's nothing to say that one of those Australian pines couldn't land on, somebody's house and destroy it.
But no matter how well built you think your house is, it's not up for Mother Nature. And we literally got on my motorcycle and cruised the island afterwards, right after things settled down. And I know, being here 30 years, how a lot of these homes have been constructed. And we went by them, and a lot of them were in splinters. People who thought, I'll build it real strong and nothing will ever happen to my home. Big mistake.
Bottom line, Mother Nature wins.
Yeah.
People, you don't want to be on an island when a hurricane's approaching. So it's just, we take it very serious when we ask people to leave, and there's a reason. It's all public safety, and thank goodness that we didn't have any fatalities after 04, but if you do, you got to get off the island. That's plain and simple.
Preparing an evacuation plan, really, is what it is. Where you're going to go, what you're going to take, what you're going to leave behind, who you're going to take with you, what you're going to do with your pets, what you're going to do with your body, your person. You can always come back on the island and rebuild what's been tore up. But if you get hurt while you're here, if there's death while you're here, somebody gets hurt, that's the real catastrophe.
If you don't have your hurricane pass, this is the time to get it. You can still come and get one if you didn't have one, you lost one from last year. Come to the police department Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and you just have to show proof of residence or property tax bill or something like that. So you can still get them, but it's not wait until we get a storm heading our way. Now's the time to get it, and that's about it.